Welcome to another episode of Hazard Time News, weekly Friday show, and today I'm going to be talking about the recent news in movies and TV shows and video games. Some interesting stuff happened in the world of news. Blue Bloods season 10 was announced. There was the Veronica Mars revival thing that had a trailer or a teaser. Supernatural just killed off somebody again that they already killed off once. I'm sure the person will come back again in a couple episodes, so it'll all be fine. Interesting. Jeremy Renner is getting his own Disney Plus streaming service as Hawkeye. I guess that's cool. It'll be about Hawkeye showing the ropes to Kate Bishop, her becoming the next Hawkeye or whatever. I mean, this sounds thrilling. Archery practice. So, was there anything else that I'm missing, movie news wise? Well, yes, obviously, Star Wars Celebration is going on, and we got the panel for Star Wars Episode 9, which I didn't watch that panel because I figured I would have it summed up online anyway, and all that really matters is the trailer and the title reveal. And they revealed the title to be Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. And right off the bat, they did the one thing I didn't want the title to be, which is another the. The last 3 Star Wars movies have been the. You know, the Last Jedi, the Force Awakens, The Rise of Skywalker. I don't like that. It's just too repetitive, the, over and over again. I would have much rather it be, Rise of the Skywalker. I think that would have been maybe better. But again, of the has kind of been used a lot. We've had Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith, Return of the Jedi. So I would have liked it if it was an A, a new something or something, but I guess it doesn't really matter. And I did end up watching the trailer for Episode 9. At first I was kind of iffy about watching it because I didn't see any trailers for The Last Jedi, and I don't know if that mattered that much. But I didn't see any trailers for The Last Jedi before watching it. I made a point not to do it. And I just decided to watch the trailer for this. I just figured, what the heck. And so I'm watching the trailer, and, it definitely seems a little bit more J.J. Abrams-ish. It's definitely has more of that Force Awakens feel to it. It starts off, she does some cool backflip thing over a TIE fighter. That's neat, whatever. A lot of shots with this desert thing, I think maybe we're going back to Jakku. That might not be the only place we're revisiting, but so possibly getting a return to Jakku, a couple new planets you saw. Maybe we saw a look at Lando back. That was neat, seeing Lando in the cockpit with Chewie. It all seemed very Solo or Star Wars story to me, kind of. That whole little bit just seemed familiar, like we just got that not too long ago. What else happened? It's worth noting. We didn't get a lot of the new characters. It was mostly the returning characters, or most of the returning characters, I would say. There were some strange omissions in this trailer that I wonder if we'll get more of when they have like a full trailer. 'Cause I guess this was just like a teaser. This wasn't a full trailer. We didn't see any of Luke in this. We know Luke is going to come back as a Force Ghost, but I guess that's okay because we did get the Luke voiceover, which is fine. There was no R2-D2 either, which I thought was kind of strange. And especially because R2-D2 isn't in that poster that was leaked. We don't know if that's a real poster or not, but I feel like if it was a fake poster, someone making a fake poster for Star Wars is going to put R2-D2 in it. So that felt kind of odd. But there was no R2-D2, but there was C-3PO, which was nice. I think there were like 2 or 3 shots of C-3PO. I've been hoping that these movies would give C-3PO more to do, but they haven't yet. So I'm hoping that he does have more to do in this movie. There was BB-8 and this new droid, which I'm like kind of like, oh, okay, wait, we're doing another new droid. I thought BB-8 was our new droid. Why are we introducing a new droid again? Let's not have a new droid. Let's just keep R2-D2 around. You don't need to replace R2-D2. I don't know. Some stuff of Finn and Poe. It seemed like a lot of the same situation, kind of, because you see him wearing the same kind of garb or clothes or whatever. Brief little scene of Leia. I gotta re-watch that scene or re-analyze it in the trailer, see if it looked fake or if maybe that was footage that we didn't previously see. It honestly kind of looked like they're hugging, like the hug they have at the end of Force Awakens. I wonder if they just like completely just reshot that and edited the clothes to be different. That would be kind of an interesting approach to make with that. Kylo Ren, we see him like tackle some guy with his lightsaber, and we also see him rebuilding the helmet, which I don't know. I guess that's okay. I don't know why he's rebuilding the helmet, where they made such a point to destroy it in the last movie. And another omission from the trailer, which I thought was kind of odd, was they didn't have Rose in the trailer. Now I wonder if this is kind of like a response to a lot of the backlash Rose got in The Last Jedi. Now, I mean, obviously she's going to be in this movie, but maybe they're just kind of holding her back a little bit, just to not, piss off some of the people who didn't like her that much, which I didn't really like her that much either. But, I think she should be in the movie and have her part, because it seems like the complaints that I had about Finn and Rose and that whole storyline is, it seems like it's going to be fixed a little bit in this movie, because they were talking about it, particularly where Finn is going to be at this movie, and it seems like Finn is going to be more there, more present, when he's not just trying to run away anymore like he was throughout Force Awakens and throughout Last Jedi. He was just trying to leave and run away. So he's officially signed up for Resistance or whatever. So I guess it was odd those couple characters weren't in the trailer. Maybe they're saving the reveal of Force Ghost Luke. That might be something like in the Force Awakens trailer. When they had the second trailer, you had the reveal of Han Solo being back. Maybe that's something they're saving there. Again, there were the new people who weren't in it. Kira Russell, not Kira. Is it Kira? Carrie? I don't know. Something with a K, Russell. I don't remember off the top of my head. There was some other new people. Dominic Monaghan's going to be a small part. I think he's a Resistance guy. We saw nothing of the Knights of Ren. They're supposed to come back too. Again, this was just kind of a small teaser. And then it ends with a very Force Awakens reminiscent shot, where Force Awakens had that beautiful shot in the trailer of the crashed Star Destroyer on Jakku. This had like a little bit of Death Star, not a little bit, a huge chunk of the Death Star, just like laying in the ocean. And you're thinking, now this might be another part of the forest moon of Endor. I honestly think that this might just be Endor, like the actual planet Endor, because where they go in Return of the Jedi, that's the forest moon of Endor, so which is the moon of Endor. So Endor would be its own planet too, so maybe that's where they're going. They're on the planet Endor, not the moon Endor. Which also, I don't... It doesn't really seem like there would be huge chunks of Death Star, still mostly intact. Both those Death Stars blew up pretty good, and it's got to be the second Death Star. I don't think it would be the first Death Star, because that wasn't near anything. I don't think... I guess it could be the first Death Star if they go back to Yavin 4, but I don't know. I guess the reason why I would think it would be the second Death Star is because of the little reveal at the end that we get. And it was honestly the best part of the trailer, which was the reveal that Palpatine is going to be coming back, and you hear the classic cackling that he does, the laughter, which is just great. And I suppose in the panel it was like confirmed, like, yes, Palpatine's going to be back. Here's Ian McDiarmid, he's coming back, and that's just awesome. That was like, it was the best part of the trailer. I was so happy. Palpatine is definitely my favorite Star Wars character, and I have completely mentioned that before, if certain people don't believe me. Palpatine is just my favorite Star Wars character. He's the best part of the prequels. What he does in Revenge of the Sith really helps me like Revenge of the Sith a lot. Revenge of the Sith is like my third favorite Star Wars movie. So I like Revenge of the Sith a lot. Most of that is Palpatine. Some of that's Ewan McGregor too, but I was so excited to find out that Palpatine's going to be back. And they're not holding back. They're just saying that. This is the first teaser. This is the first teaser, and they're saying Palpatine's going to be back. So we may full on see Palpatine running around in a second trailer. Probably not running around because he's very old at this point. But, the first official trailer, or maybe a second trailer, we might even see, we might see him. We're still not sure how big of a part he's going to have, but it just got me very excited. The fact that Palpatine is in this movie makes me like 200% times... That doesn't make sense. It makes me like 200 times more excited for this movie. Okay, honestly, if this trailer didn't end with Palpatine's cackling, I wouldn't be too excited for the movie. The trailer wasn't anything special, honestly, in my opinion. The laughter at the end makes the trailer for me. And, we're tying everything back. We're going back to the prequels. We're going back to the originals, because it's all Palpatine. He's the one true evil. He's the one threat here. In Episode 3, he was the final villain. In Episode 6, he was the final villain. I think he's the ultimate villain of Star Wars. Snoke's not important. Nobody cares about Snoke. Palpatine's here. He's back, and I'm super excited for that. I had suspected that they were going to bring Palpatine back. I had thought it would maybe be for like a small little bit. Maybe we would see like a Sith ghost Palpatine or something, or a Palpatine in a holocron, which I'm still not exactly sure what holocrons are. Maybe this will explain to me what the hell a holocron is. I don't know what it is. It's important. It's like a little triangle thing that has information in it, but that's about all I know about it. Darth Maul had one, I think. So yeah, I'm super excited about that, just for Palpatine, and it seems like Palpatine's going to have somewhat of a big role in this. I mean, if he didn't have a big role in the movie, they wouldn't have put him in the first trailer. I don't think so. Because again, I mentioned all these new characters that are coming in, like Dominic Monaghan and the other girl whose name I don't remember. I know her name is Russell, but they're in it, but they're not... they're probably not a big part because they weren't because they weren't in the trailer. And I don't think I ever talked about Dominic Monaghan joining the cast of Star Wars. I know I talked about when Matt Smith was maybe in it, and then I talked about when Matt Smith wasn't in it. And it looks like Matt Smith isn't in it, but I like that Dominic Monaghan's in it. It's nice to see J.J. Abrams still throwing some love to his lost actors. He had a bunch of lost people in Force Awakens too, and he's doing it again. And of course, he's got his good luck charm, so to speak. Greg Grunberg is going to be back in the movie of Snap Wexley. A character like Wedge Antilles I was inexplicably drawn to for some reason. I read the Aftermath books, they were okay. So, it'll be interesting. Yeah. I didn't really even bother seeing what other news story there was. I mean, Hawkeye TV show, sure, whatever. This was all that mattered. Obviously it's Star Wars Celebration. We're going to get a bunch of big news stories soon. Tomorrow we'll probably get some stuff about the live-action TV shows, the Mandalorian and the Rogue One thing they're doing. It'd be interesting to see who else, it'd be interesting to see for the Rogue One TV show if they announce any other people coming back in full to be a part of that. Like if they announce that, like, yeah, we're gonna have Jimmy Smits and Gwendolyn Riley or something, Guinevere Riley, whoever, the chick who played Mon Mothma in Rogue One in the Episode 3 deleted scenes. Maybe it'd be interesting if they announced that she'll be in the Rogue One prequel, and if they announce that Jimmy Smits, who plays Bail Organa, that he would be in the Rogue One prequel too. I think there's people that I could see them bringing back in. Some of the generals, you could bring back Admiral Raddus. That'd be very easy to do, since I think this is going to be kind of the Rebellion heavy show. But I don't want to talk about this too much. I feel like I'm going to be talking about this eventually, because we're going to get a lot of news about it. I'll talk about it then. And until then, I will see you guys next time.